Breaking Manchester United news. Welcome back, Red Devils fans. Today we dive into a massive set of updates surrounding Manchester United, from a shocking move for Nathaniel Brown, to Real Madrid plotting a surprise swoop for Antony, to huge developments in the race for Vinicius Jr, plus a transfer opportunity that could finally fix the midfield mistake of 2024. We also break down Ruben Amorim's future after a turbulent start, the truth behind Dorgu's struggles, and Tottenham's interest in 2 United transfer targets. This is one of the biggest United news roundups of the season. You don't want to miss a single detail. Let's get started. Nathaniel Brown, Man United enter race for Eintracht Frankfurt left-back. Ruben Amorim made a worrying admission about Patrick Dorgu ahead of Manchester United's trip to Crystal Palace. The United head coach said he can sense nervousness from Dorgu every time he touches the ball. Subsequently, Amorim picked Diogo Dalot ahead of the young wing-back at Selhurst Park on Sunday. Dorgu feeling the weight of expectation at Manchester United. Dorgu was Amorim's first signing in charge of United. The 21-year-old arrived in January from Serie A outfit Lecce in a deal worth €35 million, including add-ons. Brought in as a wing-back specialist for Amorim's 3-4-3 formation, Dorgu has impressed with his physicality and ability to run up and down the left touchline. The Dane frequently finds himself in plenty of space in the final third. However, his composure and passing vision currently leave a lot to be desired. He has 0 goals and 2 assists to his name in 33 appearances for the Red Devils. Man United interested in Nathaniel Brown. According to Sky Sports Germany reporter Florian Plettenberg, United are keeping an eye on Eintracht Frankfurt left-back Nathaniel Brown. The Germany international has attracted the attention of several top clubs in Europe, having made a remarkable impact in Frankfurt after joining the Bundesliga outfit from 1. FC Nuremberg in 2024. Brown has been directly involved in 14 goals and 51 appearances for Eintracht. His versatility and technical ability has led to comparisons with ex-Bayern Munich and Manchester City star Joao Cancelo. Plettenberg claims that Eintracht are 100% convinced the German fullback will leave in the summer, with sporting director Markus Krösche said to be demanding €60-70 m. Given the importance of the wing-backs in Amorim's system, United should definitely consider making a marquee addition in that area. Antony, Real Madrid plotting surprise move for ex-Manchester United winger. Around 12 months ago, Antony was warming the bench at Manchester United, having been labelled as one of Erik ten Hag's worst signings. The €95 million Brazilian winger was barely getting a look in at United under ten Hag's successor, Ruben Amorim. Accordingly, he joined Real Betis on loan for the remainder of last season. Antony rediscovered his confidence in Seville, enjoying a prolific stint under Manuel Pellegrini. In the summer, Betis agreed a permanent deal worth €25 million to secure the 25-year-old's services. The Brazil international has started the new campaign in a fine form, scoring 6 goals and assisting thrice in 13 appearances across all competitions. Real Madrid interested in Antony. According to Defensa Central, Antony has now landed on Real Madrid's radar. It is understood Los Blancos are monitoring the ex-United star as they look to reinforce their attack in January after deciding to offload Endrick temporarily. Antony Real Betis stats. Search. Source, Transfermarkt. The ex-Ajax man has impressed the figures at Santiago Bernabeu with his dribbling ability and link-up play. Real are reported to be considering a loan move for Antony. However, Betis are unlikely to entertain such a proposal, having worked so hard to sign him from United. A permanent move away from Betis should help United, as the Red Devils will reportedly get 50% of any future transfer. Manchester United eyeing Vinicius. Meanwhile, the Premier League giants are thought to be exploring the possibility of signing Real superstar Vinicius Jr. Antony's fellow countryman is having a difficult time in the Spanish capital under Xabi Alonso. Further, Real are struggling to find an agreement over a renewal with Vinicius, whose current deal runs out in 2027. It has been reported that United have made contact with the representatives of the Real winger to understand his situation in Madrid. Man United offered £31 million opportunity by hostile Serie A agent to right huge 2024 transfer wrong. Back in the summer of 2024, Manchester United were desperately searching for a new midfielder, with endless reports linking them to Manuel Ugarte. PSG refused to drop their €60 million price tag, forcing United to explore several backup options. The need for a midfield upgrade was obvious. Scott McTominay had shown he wasn't at the required level for a club with United's ambitions, while Casemiro was already being warned by pundits like Jamie Carragher that his peak years were behind him. United looked at many names but none seemed to fit perfectly. Ironically, Ugarte, considered not good enough for PSG, was still performing at a high level, especially under Ruben Amorim at Sporting before his Paris move. Sander Berge from Burnley and Joao Gomez from Wolves were monitored, but the standout alternative was Atlanta midfielder Ederson. The problem? Atlanta were demanding nearly the same fee PSG wanted for Ugarte, making the deal difficult for United despite Ederson's quality. In quite the catalogue of midfield recriminations at Manchester United, the summer of 2024 is a doozy. Pushing McTominay to Napoli for him to be named Serie A MVP while winning the Scudetto and signing Ugarte in his stead is extraordinarily poor judgment by their own extraordinarily low standards. Eventually PSG dropped their price for Ugarte to what was at the time thought to be a €50 million bargain but has since proven to be a gross overpayment for a footballer who's at best a midfield passenger rather than the fighter the United hierarchy were hoping for, and more often than not an ally to opposition teams in their routine bypassing of the Red Devils' midfield. But United have now been offered an opportunity to right that landmark wrong and sign Ederson, albeit a glimmer of one owing to the Brazilian's almost comically bull-shy agent making no bones about the preferred destination for his client, whose contract expires in 2027. It's an opportunity because his contract is expiring, Andre Curry said. His side didn't want to sell him despite very high offers. I think they will do it in this January window or in the summer. Atlanta were asking for a lot of money, between 60 and 75 million euros, but now his contract is almost up, they could even have the price between 30 and 40 million. He's a spectacular player with some of the best statistics in Europe for his position. I'm friends with Deco and the Barcelona president. I do my job. I will always help them with transfers because I have a very special affection for Barcelona. A man claiming, "I do my job," before immediately revealing he will always help Barcelona with transfers is someone very evidently not doing his job of working on the best outcome for his client. But that, along with this pretty grim come and get me plea 18 months out from Ederson's contract expiry, suggests Curry could perhaps be encouraged, if you catch our drift, to vote in favor of a move to Old Trafford. And at, say, 35 million euros, £31m, Ederson would be well worth the outlay for a football club currently regretting him being the alternative rather than the top target 18 months ago. Man United make final decision on Ruben Amorim's sack as exciting new objective revealed by sources. Ruben Amorim looks to have secured his future at Manchester United for the rest of the season. That is the view of sources close to the club, who insist he is very much on track to meet the goals he was set at the start of the campaign. Amorim had a difficult start to this term, as his future was cast into doubt. A Carabao Cup defeat to Grimsby Town was a particular low point, but Manchester United have restabilized and started to form an identity. Ruben Amorim looks to have secured his future at Manchester United for the rest of the season. That is the view of sources close to the club, who insist he is very much on track to meet the goals he was set at the start of the campaign. Amorim had a difficult start to this term, as his future was cast into doubt. Manchester United's shock Carabao Cup loss to Grimsby Town was one of the lowest moments of their season. But since then Ruben Amorim's team has finally started to settle and develop a clear identity. In the Premier League, United have climbed back into the race, sitting just 3 points behind Chelsea and Aston Villa, the two clubs currently holding Champions League spots. Amorim's main objective this season is to secure European qualification, and insiders believe he is on the right path as the season reaches its most decisive stages. United's improvement isn't only in results. The team now looks more organized, especially in set-piece situations, something that was clear during their recent victory at Crystal Palace. Some people inside the club even think United could break into the top 4 before the end of the year, an incredible turnaround considering they finished 15th last season and lost the Europa League final. Although fans criticized Amorim heavily after the shocking home defeat to 10-man Everton, and Gary Neville questioned his lack of tactical flexibility, United responded in style at Selhurst Park. Goals from Xerxes and Mason Mount helped deliver a much-needed win at one of the Premier League's toughest away stadiums. Amorim's faith in Xerxes has grown, to the point where the manager no longer wants to let the Dutch forward leave in January, despite strong interest from Roma, who now look set for disappointment. Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly monitoring 2 of United's midfield transfer targets, although a massive £100 million deal appears unlikely at this stage. What a huge set of updates for Manchester United. From defensive reinforcements like Nathaniel Brown, to the shock Real Madrid interest in Antony, to the possibility of Vinicius Jr coming to Old Trafford, and Amorim securing his place for the season, the January window is shaping up to be incredible. Which transfer should United prioritize first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for daily Manchester United updates, share this video with other United fans. See you in the next one, Red Devils family.